Hey everybody, this is Shane. Thanks for being here. Stick around to the end of the episode to hear how you can win a free digital dice set. Salutations! I'm Ceallach.
Olma!
Shraya!
Flynn!
March!
And I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, you all had made your way to the Ironlight Castle, where you met with Melleru Cardinal and got quite a bit of information about the origin of these crystals, them being prisons holding souls, where they possibly came from, as well as what your possible next steps could be. You guys left the Ironlight Castle, and you guys went to get some breakfast. Seeing that James's shop was closed for the day, you guys went and continued on to the town. Flynn, you turned in your backpack to get some alterations done, and the rest of you picked up some material components for spells. Olma picked up a healing potion, and then you guys went off to investigate this burned down building at the entrance to Addersfeld that you had noticed on the way in. On the way there, Ceallach noticed a couple of familiar faces, and attempted to hide, run away, and after a little bit of a verbal confrontation with March, you guys met up with the rest of the party back at this burned down building. Looking around, you guys noticed that this was probably an officer's place of residence. This is where officers on the Ondale Army would come and rest and eat and stay while they were here. You guys noticed a couple of burned jackets amongst the rubble, a couple of pieces of paper with the insignia of the Ondale Army. And Olma and Flynn, after climbing up to the third floor, you guys found a couple of jackets, officers' jackets, as well as this box. You guys went back downstairs, opened the box, and found 5 blue vials of liquid with about half an ounce of liquid in each, right next to the insignia of an officer of Caldur, this pendant that officers wear on their jackets. So, having opened the box, seeing the contents inside, what would you guys like to do?
Flynn would know, seeing that insignia pretty straight away, that it's the bad one, or the one that he considers to be not good, right?
Yeah, Flynn would, having lived in Ondale, he would be sort of used to Caldur being the quote-unquote bad guys, just because that's what side of the line he's been on.
So when I notice it, that's it's Caldorian.
Would anybody else, DM, would all of us recognize it, or only a certain few of us?
Let me see. March, you would recognize it. Olma, you might have seen it before, very clearly from Caldur. Ceallach, you would know what this is. Probably Shraya would be the only one in the group that wouldn't immediately recognize this.
And chances are I probably wouldn't see it anyway because I'm chasing a bird right now.
You're chasing a bird in the sky?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just sort of look at Flynn and go, is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I think so. And I'll pick it out of the box and hand it to her.
I'm gonna kind of hold it and just, what the hell's it doing here?
I don't know. It was in this box up on the 3rd floor.
Ceallach, do you know what these vials are?
DM, can I make heads or tails of the vials?
Yeah, either make a... I'm actually going to just have this be an Arcana check.
Arcana. I'd say 13.
13, you don't know what these are just from a visual inspection.
They're not, they don't appear to be, salves, or bombs of any kind. Nothing I'd put on a wound or administer to a sick person. But beyond that, I can't say.
Perhaps we should hold on to them just in case they do mean something?
I mean, what if they caused this fire?
Well, they're in a box.
They'd be destroyed too, wouldn't they?
Well, if they caused it, they'd be consumed. If anything, they might be, the reason for a fire. We don't know if this was arson or accidental.
Maybe they brought a Caldorian prisoner here for interrogation, and maybe they blew up or something. Maybe it was a trap. Maybe it was like a prisoner. They took their belongings, put them in this thing, and they boom.
DM, I want to take a look at the case itself. So there was a box, and then within that box was this case, or how exactly was this all arranged?
There was a box, and just directly within the box, there were these vials of liquid and the pendant.
Okay. And were the vials inset? Is it well arranged, or was it just scatter?
Yes, there are slight indents where these vials are being secured.
Okay. And if I look at the box, can I tell what kind of make or is there any detail on it that might explain?
It's a real simple wooden box with some metal straps around it that were keeping it locked together. No real defining features.
Well, we know Caldor is up to some old magics, so it would stand to reason that this might have something to do with that. It's a bit of a stretch, but we don't have much to go on. So, yeah, let's hang on to it for now, and maybe it'll help weave some of these threads together.
You think we should take it back to that shop and see if she knows what they're about?
Might be worth having a more experienced eye look at it.
A
shop owner's an alchemist.
After I'm done looking at or handing the insignia over to March, I'll kind of notice that I guess Ceallach's looking at them. Can I take a look at them too? Can I make heads or tails if I've seen this in the shop that I was at, or any of the ones that I've noticed traveling around?
Sure, you can also make an Arcana check if you want.
See if I've seen anything like this. Let's see. Total of 20.
Total of 20? You actually probably wouldn't have seen too much like this. From what you're looking at, it's probably a consumable. Okay. And yeah, you would probably know that it's a consumable. It's very difficult to know what something does just by looking at it.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I'd have to add anything to that, but yeah. Interesting.
I don't know if we should, if any of us are found with holding this insignia. I'm not sure in this town. I'm not sure that would bode well for us.
Yeah, but it might help us where we're going.
Yeah.
That is also true.
It's a good idea.
Also, March, it's not like we're standout citizens of Addersfeld at this point. The two of you are technically still associated with Hollowguard in some fashion or other.
Hollowguard? What's Hollowguard? I don't know anything you're talking about.
Well said, Olma. But as far as being caught with, troubling objects, it's fairly mundane for us.
DM, was there anyone watching us rummage around this building? Is it commonplace for us to be just kind of poking around in a burnt down building? Have people been staring at us?
You guys are the only ones in here, definitely. And you can see out on the street, there are people who are passing by who every once in a while someone looks in and notices you guys. No one seems to be doing anything about it, though. But you guys, people definitely know that you're in here.
I think we should take this back to the shop and have her tell us what it is.
Maybe hide the insignia, though. Maybe keep that out of the box.
Well, yeah. What, do you want to hold on to it?
Oh, actually, I don't have my stuff. So, March, if you just want to hold on to it for now, I can put it in my bag whenever we get. Yeah.
If you'd like plausible deniability, I could hold on to it. I doctored a number of Caldor military members back to Coldcrest, and there's no reason I wouldn't have taken a souvenir.
That's a great idea.
Sounds like a much better idea, yes.
All right, well, let's go see if...
Shraya, that bird, it doesn't want to be your friend. It doesn't want you to eat it. We're gonna go back to the shop. Shraya?
What would he do if he caught it?
I don't know.
Is he hunting?
I don't know if he wants to eat it or be friends with it.
I don't know if he even knows what he would do if he caught it.
Shraya!
I've almost got it!
If a humanoid bird catches a bird and eats it,
is it cannibalism?
Is that cannibalism?
Yeah.
Is it half cannibalism? Half-ableism?
Well, he's not half a bird. He's a bird of human size.
Right.
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And with that, I land and I ask and I say, I just wanted to ask you a question. Where are we going?
Oh, did you get to ask you your question?
Yes. I was wondering what it was like to sleep like a hummingbird, and it told me that it doesn't sleep very much at all, which was baffling to me.
That's cool. I wish I didn't have to sleep at all.
Anyway.
Good. Yes.
So we're gonna go back. Flynn and Olma found some interesting stuff that I figure we can probably go back to that the Tombkeeper magic shop. Maybe they might have an idea of what it was.
I think I might go get us some rooms at that inn you're speaking of, Flynn. I'll leave it to you to sort out this.
That makes sense. She was weird with you.
Yeah, as I said, I've got some old flames in this place.
Oh.
She's your old flame?
Look, I don't want to kiss and tell.
Is that
but
why she was so weird? I'll ask her about it when I go.
I'll make sure to let her know where we're staying so she can come visit you later for a drink.
Be sensitive to it, Olma. You don't want to make her uncomfortable.
Did you break up with her, or did she break up with you?
I can't be, well, we were off and on for some time, and it's not really, it was kind of seen as something we didn't want a lot of people to know about, and so, those things are harder to sustain, but quite exciting. So
secret love.
Yes.
Is he lying to me?
Megan,
Flynn
check.
just straight up believes him. This is
9.
Should I make a deception, or is...
Yeah, make a deception.
I feel like that gives me my answer.
Yeah, probably.
That is 17.
Wow, I totally get it. I don't get it at all, but I'll be very sensitive to her emotions when I ask her about you. And Flynn, maybe you shouldn't. If Ceallach doesn't want her to know where he's staying, then we shouldn't tell her. But Ceallach, do you want her to know where you're staying?
No, that'd be awkward. That's the entire reason that I'm not going with you.
Right.
Okay,
because you don't want to break her heart by showing her your face.
Precisely.
Now, Ceallach, anybody else going with, to the inn with Ceallach? Remember, I'm going to kind of, and then like in a lower tone, I'm going to say, I'm trying to aim it just directly to only Ceallach. Just remember what I said. And I don't think any of us should really, if what you say is true, I don't think any of us should be kind of solo right now.
I'll be fine. I'm just going to go to the inn. If you like, Shraya, you can come along with me.
March, do you want to go? You seem worried about Ceallach. If you can go, we'll find the magic shop, okay? I know where it is.
Yeah, Ceallach knows where the inn is, and Flynn knows where the inn is. So as long as we're with one of them, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I can go to the magic shop with Olma and take the vials, and then I know how to get to the inn, so I can just get us back there when it's done. When we're done.
Shraya, you want to go to the magic shop or the inn?
I would very much like to go to the inn. Maybe sit by the fireplace. If there's a fireplace.
We'll see if it's lit.
I loop my arm with Flynn. I pocket the vials, and I'm gonna skip my way back to the tomb keeper.
Bob and weave.
I'm gonna look at as they do that. I'm gonna look at Ceallach and Shraya. I'm not leaving them on their own, so I am gonna follow them to the shop.
We're fine.
And as we're running, and she says that, and I notice that March is kind of following us, like feels like a chaperone. I'm like, do you want to try and lose her in the crowd?
Let's do it.
And
I'm gonna use city secrets.
And I'm gonna follow her. Yeah. And I'm gonna use
to sneak. And I've got my arm tied to his, so I'm city secreting with
try and lose March.
Okay. Olma and Flynn, I'm gonna have you guys make a stealth check.
Okay.
That's gonna be at advantage.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Against March's perception check.
Ooh. Oh, at advantage. Ooh.
Really good. 23.
I got a 13. That's not bad, but
I got a 23, so I think we're
nice.
I got a 4.
Hey.
Okay. March, immediately you lose them in the crowd. It's like you blink and they are gone.
I'm just gonna be like,
hopefully she's still close to Kelly.
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah, I was gonna say, where am I
Well,
now?
she knows how to get to the magic shop.
Yeah, do I know how to get to the magic shop?
Crap, you're right.
Yeah, you would know. It might not be too quick. You might dip down some wrong streets, but you would definitely be able to get there.
Okay, and where was I when I lost them? Like right off the bat?
Right off the bat, immediately.
Okay.
Ceallach and Shraya are still pretty close by. You
then I'm
still
just
see
gonna
them.
just be like, this is why I am not a mother. Never mind. Let's just go to the inn. It's, Shraya mentioned a fire and I'm oddly hungry again, so sounds good to me.
Yes, Tall One. We might be able to use your strength to help build a larger fire.
Well, if they've got a fire there, we don't want to,
It's not a
burn the place
bonfire.
down.
Try. It's just a. You've seen a fireplace, right?
I've seen but few.
Well, I look forward to showing you this one.
All right. So March, Ceallach, and Shraya are off to the inn. Flynn and Olma, you guys darting in and out of the crowd, going down alleyways, going back and forth in between people. You guys, in no time, make your way to the Tomb Keeper.
Okay, hey, before we go in,
Did we lose her?
I think so. I think we lost her pretty quick. We're pretty good, and I
Oh yeah.
I think we should only show one vial.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. Yeah,
Pull one out and hand it in, and I'll just hold on to one, and I'll show her the one, and you can hold on to the rest. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll put them in my little
I'll
pouch
pick one out
on my
of
side.
the thing, and I'll be like, all right, let's go find out, and I'll ding ding walk in.
Oh, hello again. Back already.
Hi.
Hello.
How?
What would I be able to help you with this time?
You're very pretty.
Oh, why thank you. You are as well.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm
okay?
doing fantastic.
Heartbreak can
Yeah?
be hard, so if you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me.
Yeah, you
Are
deserve
you
better.
here to buy something, or?
Oh,
right.
yeah. And I hold up the vial. We want to know what this does. Do you know? And I just hold it out towards her.
We just found it. Walking around.
In the street.
Yes,
all on its
I could
lonesome.
find out for you. But identification is going to cost 5 gold pieces.
I get it. You're heartbroken, so you gotta make gold. It's okay.
Fair enough.
I'll hand over 5.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I can
It's okay.
identify this.
We're in on the secret. I wink.
She takes the vial. If you just give me a couple minutes, I will be back with your answer.
So while she's doing that, I want to look around the shop and just see what she's selling. Like what kind of stuff. You said there's one item on each of these shelves. Like, what are these items? Like, are there some cool trinkets?
And do we see anything that matches?
Oh, that's a good idea.
The viscosity and the
Should have done
color
that first.
of
As she
what I
walks
have.
into the back room, make an investigation check.
Both of us?
Yeah,
or one
yeah,
of us at advantage.
I just want to see like what she
or,
sells.
or one at advantage if you want to.
We could both do it. It's
Okay,
fine.
I just want to see what she's selling. I got a. Let me see.
For Olma to look for something that matches, I rolled. I got an 18.
And for me to see
Okay.
what she's selling, I got a 18. Hold on. Yeah, 18. Oh, did you get an 18 too?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Olma, you look this place up and down. You look at all of the potions that she's got. You do not see this potion anywhere on the shelves. Nothing too similar. You see a couple that contain some blue liquid, but it's not like the exact same. And Flynn, looking around, you see all sorts of magic items, magic components, magic, like there are jewelry, there is different clothing items, there's a couple pieces of armor, a couple weapons, and then just some like household tools that have magical properties to them, and things of that sort.
What? I'm assuming the magical, like armor and stuff, is way out of my price range. But like for these magical doohickeys, trinkets, and utensils, I'm gonna start looking. Do they have prices associated with them, or are they? I have to bring them up to find out prices.
None of them have prices
Okay.
next to them. You would probably have to talk to her about it.
Okay. I will clock a few of the trinkets that are like utensils and like maybe small like regular magic items. Would I know like how much that costs usually, like for small mundane kind of like common magic items?
It depends what it is and what it does.
Okay. I'll wait for her to come back.
All right, and then a couple minutes pass, and she comes back out with the vial and places it down on the counter. Says, "This is a silver tongue potion. If you take this potion, it grants you a little bit of extra charm, a little bit of extra power within conversation. It looks like only a single dose, though. There's not much here.
How long do you think a single dose lasts?
I couldn't imagine more than a few minutes.
How much would this cost to sell?
Oh,
Just a
this?
single
I would-
dose use of this?
Single dose, I would probably, if it were me, I would charge maybe 10 gold pieces.
Thank you. I was also perusing while you were doing that. There's some regular magic items over here, and I point in the direction of like the utensils and like the common trinkets. I'm curious to know what kind of stuff they do. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about magic items. So,
Of course. Most of them have practical automation uses. I have got a couple of these over here, and she points over, and there are like these wooden like mannequin hands, and she says, "Well, I've got these over here. You can set them to do a task for you, and they will either repeat or repeat that task." I know I had a woman in here the other day that bought a few of these to help her around the house with making food. And so you can set them to, say, create a meal, to bake a cake, perhaps. And once you set them to do that task, they will go ahead and do that task for you.
cool. How much are those?
These per hand, that is going to be 55 gold pieces.
Per hand.
Per hand, yes.
Interesting.
That's cool, yo.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
One day, maybe we could come back and get a couple of those.
Maybe. Or maybe right now. Is that the best price you can do?
That's what I've been selling them for quite some time.
Olma just like sighs deeply and covers her face because she's so tired of Flynn haggling prices with everybody we talk to.
Fine.
Except for the bakery.
Fine.
If that is not worth your while, I do have something else over here. Give me 1 second, and I'll see if I can find it.
Flynn,
What?
that's Ceallach's girlfriend. Don't be mean
I'm
to her.
not being mean to her. Look,
Just let her sell. She has a business
listen,
going here.
I know what things are worth in magic shops. I used to work in one. Like this is like
You
not.
worked in a magic shop?
Yeah.
Do you know how to make the potions?
No, kind of. I mean, my dad used to make them, but like I would watch.
I want to learn how to make the potions so bad.
Well,
They're so cool.
yeah, they are pretty cool. I used to mess around with a few of the magic items, and I just know that like this is a little overpriced. Like it's a little more expensive to do something simple like this. So it's like
I mean, but it could make cakes over and over
I
and
know.
over again.
I know I really want to buy one. I think I'm gonna buy one, but I want to see what this other thing is first.
Okay.
I found a couple more items. This first one here, she places a bag out on the countertop,
Oh.
and she says, "This can hold up to 250 pounds worth of items." As you see, a bag of holding
Oh.
there on the counter.
Ayo.
And I have a few of these fun little trinkets that I found while I was out traveling, and I managed to recreate a few of them with some slightly different effects. And she puts these little trinkets down on the counter. One of them looks to be made of like marble, and it is of this stag, like of a male deer. And then she puts another one down, and it looks like a wooden carving of like some different birds flocking off of a tree. And she puts another one down, and you can see it's a spider made of like this emerald sort of crystal. And she says, each of these will, if activated, come to life and service you in some different ways. They have some different effects, but each of them is worth 500 gold pieces each. And then the bag over here is going to be 2,500 gold.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, if we were worried about spending 55 gold on a hand, you could spend thousands.
Right.
Right.
And that.
This is why you don't haggle.
No. I will take one hand, please.
Okay. And she reaches over and she hands it to you. All you have to do is she shows you on the wrist. There is like this little inset, and she says all you have to do is hold in this inset for 5 seconds, and then speak a command. And to the best of its ability, it will repeat a task or complete a task to the best of its abilities until the following day. You can give it one command each day.
Oh, one command a day.
Yes.
Okay. What time is it right now?
It's about noon.
Okay. Hold the inset, 5 seconds, give it command, and it'll just go and do it. Like it floats in air and it'll go do it.
Yes, precisely.
Awesome. And I'll hold it because I don't have my bag. And oh shit, I don't have gold. Well, I would have taken my gold pouch with me, like my little gold sack.
One would.
Right?
Yeah.
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 I
Okay.
wouldn't have left that.
So
with,
yeah, I'll pull out 55. You said.
Yes.
Cool. I'll just do it. So I understand.
Big spender.
Yeah. 55. Okay. Well, here you go. Thank you.
And thank you
Also, are you happy?
for the most part.
I just want to let you know you're loved.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
And he still loves you.
Mm-hmm.
And she sort of clutches her chest.
Wait, she clutches her chest?
Yeah, like she sort of takes that in.
Is it like
and just sort of has a moment to herself.
Okay.
As you guys head out of the shop. Okay. March, Ceallach, and Shraya. You guys all make your way to the inn. So you guys all approach the Deep Drowl Inn. It's on sort of a nice little quiet back street. It's sort of off of the main road. And you look and there's a nice little patio area where some people are talking, having some conversation. It looks like drinking some tea. And you see on the swinging sign out front, the Deep Drowl Inn.
Have I been here before, or was I just aware of it? Because I probably wouldn't have lodged here for any reason.
Yeah, you were aware of it, but you have not spent a night here.
Well, let's see what all the fuss is about. And I'll.
Do I see a chimney of any kind?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you see a stone chimney coming out of the northern side of the building.
Do I see smoke coming out of the chimney?
Yes, you do.
All right, let's go in.
All right, and as soon as you guys walk in, you hear off in the far corner, "Ha! Welcome to the Deep Drowl Inn. How are y'all doing?"
We're quite well, thank you. We're hoping to get some lodging for the evening. Just a one night for 5 people.
5 people? Love it. And you see this man off in the far corner behind sort of his little counter area, probably about 5 foot, looks very young, and just like beaming with life. You can see he's got this really short blonde hair and just a very boyish face. And he says, 5 people. All right, we got a room for you. We got several rooms for you if you want several rooms. Depends on what y'all want.
Well, I don't know. I guess 2 rooms, if that could be arranged.
2 rooms. We got them.
Fantastic. What will that come to?
That is going to be. Actually, it depends. What kind of rooms do you want? We got a couple different types of rooms. You guys looking to save a little bit of money, or are you guys gonna be living in luxury here?
How much for the luxury?
For the luxury, that's going to be 8 gold a night, and then for our standard rooms, that is going to be 3 gold per night.
What does the luxury offer that the standard room doesn't?
It offers some extra security. It offers a little bit more space and just some better amenities here and there.
I don't know. I don't feel right paying for a luxury room when I could give that money to the people outside of here. Let's say, I don't know. What do you want for you and Olma, March?
We'll be fine with the standard.
All right. So let's go 2 standard rooms.
Preferably
All right,
next to each other or across from each other if in any way possible.
Next to each other, I can do that. All right. So that is going to be 6 gold pieces for the first night. Do you guys want to do, we can, if you want to stay more than one night, we can do a discounted price if you want to pay all up front, or if you want to go night by night, we can do that as well.
We'll go night by night for now.
All right.
I'll cover this, March. No worries. That's all right.
I'm just gonna kind of nod and just let him pay.
And he pulls out a couple keys from behind the counter and throws them out and says, all right, it's going to be up on the 2nd floor, right down the hall at the end of the hallway.
And we don't need to pay any extra for use of your sort of common space here.
Oh, complimentary.
Wonderful. Our friend here would very much like to take a look at your fireplace.
Go ahead. That's what it's there for.
And can I get your name, sir? You've been very helpful to me.
My name is Azra.
Azra. Well, thank you kindly. How long have you been in business here?
Oh, it's not my business. It's actually my dad's business. But he's had it open, probably about 15 years. I've been working here for just a couple months.
All right. How are you liking it?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm meeting new people every day.
Fantastic. Have you, just out of curiosity now, kind of like lean on the counter a bit, have you noticed, well, I guess it's only been 2 months, but is it tense at all? I understand that people have been removed from the city, and you're dealing almost exclusively with people who don't reside here in Addersfield. So has it been mostly people on business, or are there still more casual travelers making their way in and out?
Yeah, we've seen some casual travelers come through here. It's mostly business, though, at least from when I've been working here.
Well, and people treating you well enough?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for indulging me, and
Oh, you're welcome.
have a good afternoon.
Let me know if you have any trouble finding your rooms.
Sure thing. Shraya, let's go look at some fire.
And I just like with my head just like perks up a little bit, and I'm looking around the room, and I go, yes, I'm very excited about this, and make my way over to the fireplace.
Okay. All right. So, with that, after a couple minutes, Shraya staring deeply into the fire, Flynn and Olma, you guys make your way back to the Deep Draw Inn. Walking in, you see Shraya right there next to the fire.
So these potions make you lie, which is really cool. So I bet the Caldurian was a spy, and he was using these potions to lie and get away with it.
And I guess they caught him. They caught him using them.
They caught him,
Yeah.
but they didn't see. No, they didn't catch the potions, but maybe they caught him, and then as a way to escape, he lit the whole thing on fire.
Yeah, maybe. I think we definitely know there's some kind of spy, some kind of trouble afoot.
Oh yeah. Now, the more important conversation. What are you going to command your hand to do? What's it going to do?
I don't know. I can only use it once per day, but definitely gonna prank someone. Do you want to do a prank?
Oh my god. Oh
You
my
have a
God, are you
hand
gonna...
that takes commands?
Oh, hey.
Are we
hey,
there yet? Hi.
Hey, March. How you doing? What are you talking about?
No hands.
No, we found out
Just
what
these
the
two.
potions did. We were saying hands. Like that's the way we see. Watch hands. High five.
Hands.
High five. Hands. That's what we do. You know, it's that's all it is. We found out what the potions do, though.
We're like missing each other as we try.
The
potions, right? We found out what the potion is. It is called Silver Tongue. It's to help you lie better, or like make you more charming. So
Ceallach.
Oh, Kelly,
Mhm.
if you want to use one,
Kelly.
go talk to your lady. She clutched her heart. She still loves you.
She misses you, man.
That's not a thing that I'm going to explore any
Oh,
further.
but we told her you still love her.
Why?
Is that not the case? That's what I understood from this conversation. Isn't that what you understood, Flynn?
Yeah, I mean, I was ready to tell her where we were, but you said not to do it, so I didn't. But now I kind of wish I did.
Well, I don't. No, we could just let the matter
She
lie.
clearly still loves you.
It's not.
But nothing should stand in the way of true love.
He's only 12, but she understands a lot.
Oh,
Why are you rubbing your face? Stop rubbing your face.
So, do we want to do a job for the Ironlight Collective or not?
Wait. We haven't talked about these potions enough. The potions help you charm people better. So, we think that the Caldurian person was a spy. And they were using this potion to try to extract information. And they were caught as a spy. and intrigue, chaos, they exploded the building.
Yeah. We figured it out.
The Caldorian did.
Yeah.
Or like whoever was in the building did and it got out of hand. Sometimes you don't mean to blow things up and they just get out of hand.
Olma knows.
Okay. So, yeah, well, that's something anyway. It would make sense that a spy would have some kind of,
Deceitful serum or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a better name.
social lubricant, if you will. And it means that, I mean, it doesn't really tell us why the building was burnt. I wonder if we could talk to some of the military here about that. I'm not really keen to
I feel like
get involved, but it's useful context.
I'm gonna go sit next to Shraya in front of the fire. Shraya, do you like the fireplace?
Yes, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh,
And as I stare deeply into the fire, I take my staff out and I touch the crystal to my face and I start like communing with the fire and meditating with it and becoming one with the ways and means of creating something like this and the house that the fire has been put in, which is this fireplace.
I also look into the fire. And I look at him, and I look into the fire, and I look at him, and I look into the fire, and I look at the crystal, and I look back at the fire, and I squint my eyes. And I try to change the color of the fire to match his crystal.
Ooh.
Okay. What spell are you casting?
Control flames.
Control flames. Okay.
is that
I'm gonna have you roll a d6 for me.
is that a spell?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Speaking of blown up buildings.
That's a 1.
Okay.
D6. What is that?
You try and control this fire and try and turn it into this this pinkish hue of Shraya's staff, and it turns blue.
Ah!
Can I glean anything or learn anything from watching her do this?
You could tell that she was trying to turn it into a different color just by her reaction.
Okay.
Not my favorite hue of light, but good try.
It always messes up. I was trying to make it match your crystal so that you could feel like you were learning about it and controlling it yourself, but it just didn't work.
Fire fascinates me. I haven't gotten into its inner workings yet, but I always take every opportunity to spend more time around it so that maybe I can learn the ways it exists in this world.
Well, there's so many different types of fire, you know? I mean, this is a very natural fire, which is why I can change its color, kind of. But there's also magical fire, and I wonder if those are different too. If, like, you would be able to sense the difference between those.
I might. I'm not sure. Have you ever produced a magical flame?
Yeah, like this. And I throw a firebolt into the fireplace.
The fire bursts into life even more than it already is.
Wow! It was incredible!
Thank you.
I must learn how to do this myself.
I don't know how to teach you. I'm sorry. I just kind of do it. My teachers used to say that I had to, like, breathe in and find my core inside and channel. But it doesn't work like that for me, so I don't know. Maybe it'll work for you that way?
Maybe. maybe if I spend more time, maybe if I try to breathe myself that way, I've been needing to augment my meditations.
They used to tell me to close my eyes and breathe deep, deep into my core. And they would say to imagine all of the veins of my body as light, and then to pull that light out. Maybe that'll work for you. It's not what works for me, but it worked for some people.
I'm gonna take the. Actually, let me just respond to her.
You are wise beyond your years, little girl.
And then I'm going to close my eyes and just rest the crystal to my forehead and just start breathing deeply.
As he's doing that, I would like to take out the hand.
Okay.
And I would like to walk to a far enough away area, and as I see him concentrating and messing around, I'm gonna take the hand, hold it down for 5 seconds, and I'm gonna whisper into it, "Give Shraya a wet willie." And I let the hand go, and I just sit
and over and over
I sit with
again
my
for
hands on
24
my
hours.
my fist, and I'm just like looking like a kid, like watching it, like, go.
Right. And it very slowly floats through the air, and kind of, you can see, like, as Shraya is sort of turning his head in different ways, not like looking around, but sort of looking around the fire, you can see the hand is almost like reacting, trying to stay out of his line of sight. And it goes around towards the back of his head, and it's sort of got like this, it's just like an open hand at the moment. And as soon as it crests and comes to the back of Shraya's head, you can see all the fingers go down except one.
Oh my god.
And that one finger points towards Shraya, and then it rotates around his head and slowly inserts itself in the area where Shraya's bird ear would be.
And you see this rush of feathers. I bolt upright, shed a bunch of feathers, and whip around and draw my, hold my staff, trying to point it toward wherever the aggressor might have been doing.
It worked! March, you see?
I'm gonna kind of just look over at Flynn and be like, why are you manically laughing? I'm gonna imagine, DM, did I see?
Yeah, pretty clearly a wooden hand just floated through the air and gave Shraya a, not really wet willy, like a dry willy.
So I'm just gonna kind of just go, what the hell was that, Flynn?
It's called a prank.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, no problem.
What was the thing that was flying through the air to perform the prank that you yourself can do yourself?
Yep. Well, we bought it. I bought it from the magic shop.
From Ceallach's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And Flynn, as the hand slowly floats back to you, it floats back and it sort of reassumes that open hand position. And in your head, you hear a voice.
What?
And it says, "Would you like me to repeat this action?"
Yes.
And it slowly floats away, goes back. Shraya, you...
Look, I'm on my guard.
Yeah, you see this hand. You see his hand
I'm probably
floating towards you.
staring at you, Shraya, as it says this thing, and I'm looking at you, and you just see me we're looking at each other, and you just hear me say yes.
And yeah, it was in your head. And Shraya, you see this hand floating over towards you, and like you're looking at it, and it tries to like move out of your view, but as you keep turning, it's trying to sort of juke you, and it just it just makes its way closer and closer to your head and sort of gives you a tap as it can't quite reach your ear.
What kind of magic is this?
And it floats back it floats back over to Flynn, sitting there. And Flynn, in your head, you hear, "Would you like me to repeat this action?"
No. But I like wave at Olma. I'm like, ah! I'm like laughing, like.
And as you say no, all of the fingers on the hand close into a fist, and it drops and falls on the ground.
Cool.
It
Can I
punches you
catch
in
it?
the face.
Yeah. Can I just catch it in my hand and just like?
Yeah, you can
And
catch it. Yeah.
I'll put it in my. I guess I still have my souvenir bag, so I'll put it in there.
Okay.
I'll put it in my souvenir bag and just kind of sling it back around the back of my shoulder. All right. So, Kelly, did we get rooms?
Yeah, I got us some lodging. Just 2 rooms. I figured we're accustomed to
All right.
cramped basements. So
Well, I mean, we still have time. Do we want to do anything else before we go to bed?
well, do you want to see what contracts are available with the
Yeah,
Ironlight?
sure. We can do that.
I think that's at least worth a look.
Okay. Does everyone want to go, or it seems like maybe some of us want to chill?
I will stay here and try to figure out who's behind this hand trick. Azra!
Maybe it's the management. I go over to I try to call for the nearest staff member.
Is there anyone knows where Azra is? I have a problem with the amenities here.
buddy.
So I just shake my head, looking at him as he goes, and just marvel at the
Obliviousness.
the whole situation. Yeah, just the obtuseness.
I would like to
all right.
look around the tavern really quickly before I
Yeah.
decide whether I'm going to leave or go. Is there
Okay.
like a leave a book, take a book section, or any kind of like thing like that?
You do see like in one of the little areas in this lobby, there are a couple of like end table sized bookshelves, just with a couple of books in there, but nothing like extensive.
Cool. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna find a book.
No worries. Kelly, I mean, we can just go take a look. You've been there before. It's not going to be too big of a thing. You guys
Sure.
do you want to stay as well, or does anyone else want to go?
I'm going to actually take the keys off of Ceallach. If Ceallach, if
Go
you're
to
going,
sleep.
I'm going to take the keys and, head upstairs.
Sure.
All right.
There you go.
Let's head out, Kelly.
All right. You guys head out of the inn. You make your way through the streets, and you approach the Ironlight Castle.
As we were walking, Kelly, when we were down in the basement and kind of told you just about Zorkal, could you keep that between us?
What are you worried about, Flynn?
I don't want people to know that I,
That you peed in the.
I didn't pee.
Top
It was a
section of the-
lie.
Oh, sorry. Right.
No, that I don't know, that he scares me.
Why?
I want them to think I'm strong.
You are strong, Flynn.
Still, between us,
You got it. Mum's the word.
got it. You sure you don't want to make us swing to the magic shop really quick?
No, Flynn. That's all right.
Is she really your girlfriend?
In confidence. There might have been a chance at that, but no, it was never explored.
I'll keep that between us as well.
It's interesting. I've never had like a job. Like I've always just been on a mission, been on a lifelong pursuit. It's never been, a box I could check of something being done.
You never had a job? Did you grow up here? You didn't work here?
I did for some time, yes, but
What was your job?
I was a clergyman in the temple district here, Dawn Pillar.
Okay.
And, you do a lot of studying, you do a lot of services, you do some education, you do rites. Occasionally, you'll deal with creatures of darkness, very occasionally. And then there's pilgrimage. Then you go try to spread the good word. And I spent a long time on the road and in other settlements, trying to keep peace and spread honesty and integrity and make people's lives better.
Yeah.
But there was never there's nothing contractual. I did it because I wanted to help.
Is that where you were at Coldcrest? You just kind of noticed they needed help?
Not exactly. But I was glad to be doing help there. To be, curing wounds, taking care of the fallen. But you saw that place. It was beyond salvation.
He was in a pretty bad way. But I'm sure you did some good. She did a lot of good. And I'm sure you'll do more.
That's not to sneeze at the value of removing a monster from people who would rather not be harrowed by such a thing.
Yeah. Maybe you can join the Ironlight.
A look of just nonplussedness, befuddlement crosses Ceallach's face. I never consider something like that before. I don't know. It doesn't quite suit me fancy, but I'm not here to rule it out.
So as you guys approach the Ironlight Castle, Flynn, you once again wave your credentials. You guys walk in. Where in the castle would you guys like to go?
I would like to just head to the... I guess, actually, can I go check in with Chath really quick?
Yeah, for sure. You walk through the castle, and you see once again he is out training with some of those automated training dummies.
I'm gonna run up. I don't have a weapon. Fuck. I'm gonna run up and pull out the dagger and just throw it at the dummy that he is currently attacking. Just chuck the dagger at the one he's attacking.
Okay, make an attack roll with that dagger.
Sure. So I'm proficient with it, and it's a dex weapon. 8.
It flies past this dummy and almost hits Chad.
Crap! Sorry!
Oh, dude! Come on!
I left my stuff at the blacksmith. I don't have my actual weapons. But hey! Hi! How you doing?
Hey, give me 1 second.
Okay.
And he swings his warhammer back and lops off one of the heads of these dummies and just sort of casually pushes another one over as it falls to the ground. And they all sort of go limp and fall as they deactivate. He goes, hey, come on. Why would you?
I don't know. I
do
thought
that?
it would be cool. But, I haven't used a dagger in a while. I've been using that short sword. So, but hey, what happened to that guy?
Oh, yeah, I took him down just to the sills underneath the castle.
Got you. Any information that we could use when we go into this?
Oh, no, he's still passed out.
Oh, yeah. You hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, I meant to.
Yeah, good luck getting 2 words out of that guy. He's unpleasant. Say the least.
Oh, we got our ways.
Oh.
Yeah, Flynn will give you a look of yeah, we do.
I cringe.
Yeah, we were just here to check out the requisite and see if there's any like cool things going on or any jobs or tips. Have you heard anything good?
Oh, no, I've just been holding down the fort over here. I mean, if you want me to come over and help you sort through, it's kind of a shit show over there right now. I can help you come over and I could go over and help you sort through some of that.
Yeah, if you're, I mean, I know it looks like you're training right now, but I mean, and I look at like multiple heads on the ground, like chopped off, and like, looks like maybe you're done for today.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
All right, well, let's go check it out.
All right, let's go. And he sort of leads the way through the castle. And you guys make your way down another very long hallway. You open a door to the left, and Ceallach, opening this door, you see for the first time, Flynn, you are familiar with this room, but Ceallach, you open this door and see pretty much a massive mail room, stacks of papers up on tables, and you see sort of filing systems in the walls where different letters from different places around the world come in. And as you look up, you can see that this is actually located within this spire in the castle. So this room, the walls go up about 50 feet, and up in like the top, probably the top 10 or 15 feet of these walls, there are open windows. And these windows to the outside, you can see birds flying in and out, different like falcons and carrier pigeons, and these different birds flying in and out, coming, picking up letters and dropping them off as well. But for the most part, you see that this place is just filled with papers and letters from all over the world. Yeah, I told you it was kind of a shit show in here right now. We've been getting a lot lately.
Way more messy than last time I was here. I guess we'll get to it, and I'll like go through a pile and kind of start. Do I understand how to go through this kind of stuff? Do I know, or am I completely unsure?
Yeah, you would sort of know the way that these things are sorted. So they are, once they come in, they are sorted by region, by location.
Oh.
And then within that, there are sort of subcategories of like threat level. And you can see that there are letters that have come in from all over the world. But for the most part, the threat levels of them are generally lower. And sort of thrown off to the side. Really no action has been taken on them.
I will look for the location of the warehouse, like that kind of general area. After looking at the map, I can kind of, I guess, remember the area, the warehouse, and then I guess maybe in between the warehouse and Addersfeld, if there's any type of location jobs for there as well, I'll look for something like that.
Okay. As you are looking through, you are looking sort of in this Addersfeld to Coldcrest area, and you actually see that there are a couple of letters that came from that area, really close by. As you are looking through and as you're reading, there are 2 letters that came in from fishermen that came in last week, it looks like. Reports of spiders coming out of the forest. Yeah. They're giant spiders heading out of the forest and sort of terrorizing that little area. You see those 2 happen last week, and you don't see anything else that has come up since then from that area.
So there's 2 different jobs, both dealing with the same thing?
2 different reports,
2 different
requests
okay.
for sentinels to come out and help with this job.
Yeah, I'll pick those up. I found spider stuff, and I'll hand one to Ceallach. Chat, did you find anything going from here to Blackpool? Do you know of any? Have you seen anything there?
No, we don't really get too much from there. It's it's the war front, so there's a lot of soldiers and stuff there. Anyways, I found a couple of things over here, kind of close by. If you're interested.
What'd you see?
There's one here. A couple owl bears over in Aramore.
Okay.
Let's see. We're getting through these crops that have been missing in Ashburn, but I mean, we get so many of those. It's probably just kids meddling in farms and stuff like that. Let's see. Creatures emerging from caves near Bard's Run, down sort of south. And then we got a couple of requests for some private security up in Stillgate.
Ceallach, what are the owlbears? Maybe would I know from looking at the map how close this owlbear one is?
Aramor, it's not too far from here. Are they? How bad is it?
It like sightings. People are more scared than anything else. From what I'm reading here, it doesn't look like anyone's been attacked yet. But at the first sign of something, they usually send a letter out.
And then I'll look at the giant spider ones. Seem to be attacking the fishermen.
Looking at the letter, it says giant spiders have come out of the forest. We have not been attacked yet, but we fear that it might be close.
Well,
why would spiders leave the forest?
This was 2 weeks ago, so maybe it was before we fixed the
right before
problem.
The shadows were.
But also, I was thinking that James fishes there, so maybe we should take care of that for him and kind of be like a.
Well, we could pick up the contract and just take a look and see if it's still an issue.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Do you want to take the owlbear one too, or how does this work, DM? Do I know if I need to like officially declare something or sign paperwork, or do I just I'll just go kill some owlbears over there and then come back and toss an owlbear head on the floor of the Ironlight and say, hey, it's over, it's cleared?
Yeah, it's pretty standard practice that you can pretty much go wherever you feel like, as long as if there's another sentinel in the area, it's common courtesy to coordinate with them. But you don't know of any sentinels posted in Aramor.
Okay. And so I know that I can just basically go out there, kill something. Maybe, do I have to bring back a souvenir, like a giant spider leg? Do I have to get confirmation from someone that the deal has been dealt with?
Yeah, that's what Melleru asked when you came back from the Shadow Timberland.
Sure.
She specifically asked for
some kind of proof.
Some sort of proof.
And do I know if there's payment when completing a contract?
Not payment from Ironlight. Usually you work out payment with the people who you're helping.
Got you. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I think it's either the owlbear or the giant spider. Which one do you want to do?
Let's stick to the giant spider. I don't want to get deterred from our current course of action.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far away from where we're trying to get. So yeah, we can just try and see if we can kill a few spiders on the way and maybe call the herd. So,
we'll at least just see what the situation is. Yeah. I'm wondering. Hopefully it's just because of the state that the Timberland was in previously.
Maybe we'll
Kath,
see.
If you wouldn't mind, keep an eye on this owlbear situation for me. I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Owlbears are usually provoked before they do things, as far as I understand. But I'd like it if Aramor were kept safe.
I mean, I can only do so much from here, but if anything else comes in that I get wind of, I can.
It looks like you got a lot of influx. So if it could just take a little bit of priority, a kindness.
All right.
Do you know someone in that area, Kelly?
I don't know. Probably. Been a long time.
Huh.
Okay. Speaking of a long time, how long has the Ironlight been around? I've seen this castle, on the edge of the city, but I've never really even considered what it would be for. I thought it was a residence.
Would Flynn know the answer, or would that be like
I'll direct it to chat.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah, hey, Flynn, you want to take this?
Yeah, it's it's been around for a long time. Very, very long.
It's interesting because, when I met you, it was kind of a secret that the Ironlight existed, but people must know that you exist because they send you these letters. So how does it work? Are there branches? Or is it all just done out of Hattersfield?
DM, I just want a verification. It's mainly here, right?
Yeah, so there's the main Ironlight Castle here, and there are sentinels all over the place.
And they just get sent out, yeah? Yeah, this is it. And we just kind of get sent where we need to be sent, or we just go where we need to go.
All right. Well,
I'm not supposed to tell people about it, but it's exciting.
why the secrecy then? Wouldn't you want people to know that they had someone to call?
Some people still don't really like us. They think we're dangerous.
You are dangerous. I've seen what you can do.
They think we're gonna harm people or bring ill upon a town because we're there.
Because you're an outside force, or?
Well, yeah. And just because of history of what happened long ago.
I don't have any idea, DM, do I, of what he's referring to?
Not of this, no.
I looked at chat to see if it's cool to tell him the history of Ironlight Collective. Does it seem like he's like, you shouldn't be telling an outsider this?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Man. He rolls. 6.
Yeah, you can't tell.
I'm just gonna chat. I'm not really good at keeping secrets, so I need to know if this is a boundary that I shouldn't cross. Should I tell like everything?
Kid, do what you want. I mean, if you guys are good here, I mean, can I get back to work?
I don't
shit
mean to
I need do.
overstep. I was merely curious. Your organization's secrets are their own, and if you're doing something evil, I'll destroy it. Simple as that. But otherwise, you've done right by me. So,
Hey, that's pretty much our motto, word for word. If you're doing something evil, we'll destroy it. All right. I'll let you guys seem to have it handled here. I'm gonna head out.
Good,
And he
great
walks
seeing
out
you
the door.
again.
thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, we can head out.
Sure. Huh.
I'll tell you the story next time we're on watch.
All right. Sounds good. I'll try not to force you to tell me the truth.
I just want to know if I'm allowed to. I'm really bad at knowing if I'm supposed to tell something or not.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I understand. It's belonging to something. It means you have to respect the powers that be. But I would say, once you're outside of that, you realize it kind of doesn't matter, And that structures are just put in place to stop things from changing.
Is that why you're not a clergyman anymore?
Well, to some extent, it's a combination of a lot of things. And I will say, those structures, they made it easier for me to help people. And now, I'm just floating along with you. And I don't really know how best to use what I can do, so... But I wish I had questioned more things. Well, I still had the access to the information. That's all.
Yeah. I'll have to start questioning things more too.
All right, you guys head out of the Ironlight Castle. You walk through the streets once more and make it back to the rest of the group.
Can I have found a book?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I would like to look for a book on of some kind of I would like to find a diamond in the rough of some kind, like nobody knows that is actually very special, but try to find the most special book that is secretly hiding. Maybe about magic.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Boo. 12.
12. Best you can do is there's like a little children's book about a little boy who like learns these magic powers and like goes on an adventure to slay a dragon. But beyond that, you don't really find anything.
Great. I'm very invested.
Okay. Nice.
Will he save his town? Will he defeat the dragon?
How far do you think you would get into this book?
How long is it?
It's not that long. It's probably 30 or 40 pages.
Is it a kid's book?
Yeah, it
it's
is.
a
It is
kid's
a
chapter
kid's
book. It might be a kid's chapter book, okay?
Yeah.
Harry Potter
Would you
style,
sit there?
like-
Would you sit there and like invest the time to read through the whole thing?
Oh, yeah. If
Yeah,
I have the time,
okay.
I'm sitting in front of the fire, I'm comfy.
So it's this book about a little dwarven boy who goes into a mine with some of his friends and discovers a dragon there. And when he sees the dragon, he has to like barter with it and barter with the dragon to make this deal of the dragon keeping the cave warm for these dwarves to mine further down. And in exchange, the dwarves bring him gold. And like once he comes back to his people like cherish him for being this innovative young little dwarf that bargained with a dragon to let them mine deeper into the mountains.
Wow. I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay. Nice. And as you finish the book, Ceallach and Flynn walk back in the door.
Ceallach, this book is all about a boy who doesn't kill the dragon. Instead, he talks to him. It's like just like what we were talking about earlier.
Olma, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and he was like so appreciated in the town. They loved him forever and ever because he made a deal with the dragon.
Let us never forget that there's many solutions to all problems.
Yeah, like don't kill dragons, just talk to them. Dragons are people too.
Yeah. Yeah. That works. I've never met a dragon, but I can't see why not.
What about that big red man, like that looked like a dragon that came in to get Kerr?
Oh yeah, Chath. We just spoke to him at the Ironlight Castle.
He's like a dragon.
Yeah, he's DM, how is that the only dragonborn I've ever seen? how common are dragonborn here?
Not very common at all, but you've probably seen 2 or 3 in your lifetime.
Yeah, he's there's all manner of creatures in this world, and all of them came into it from stardust. And we have to think very carefully if we're going to take that away from them. So, I'm glad that the book reinforced that point.
It did. It's almost like it knew I was talking about this today. Maybe it's a magic book. Maybe the story changes depending on what I talk about in the day.
From what we've seen of late, I wouldn't rule it out.
Oh, right. Ceallach, you mentioned dust, ashes. Here, and I'll pull out the little linen that I wrapped with ashes from the fire. Forgot, I did this up on the 3rd floor, I think.
All right.
Here. You said you
Thank
need
you,
this
sir.
for your stuff.
Oh no!
What?
Oh, I found those cool jackets, the distressed ones.
Oh, we didn't get them.
But then I left them in the building because I had your stupid thing thing that I had to unlock and I got distracted. Ceallach, I had such a cool jacket for you. A cool leather jacket.
I'm touched, Olma.
Well, I had one for March too.
Well, we'll work on, matching apparel. After we've, figured out who Corvin Amberstone is.
But it was such a cool jacket, and I forgot it.
Well, maybe we can just get it on our way out when we leave tomorrow.
Oh, it's not the point.
It'll be all right. Is March down here or March went upstairs?
I think she went to the room.
I'm upstairs. I had told you guys that I was going to. DM, does the room that I have for Olma and myself, does it have a window?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it has a window down to the street.
So it's looking out over the street?
Yes, it is.
And how busy is the street?
Not too busy. It's sort of off of the main street, so it's not incredibly crowded.
Okay. So I'm actually going to be in the room, but I have been leaning essentially against the windowsill, almost with like my arms crossed, just staring at the street below, very just deep in thought, within myself kind of thing. In my feelings, basically.
Nice. Okay. So, do you guys have any plans for the rest of the day? Are you going to be hanging out here at the inn?
Yeah, I have some stuff I want some like chores, but it would be in the room.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I might just go chill by the fire and relax. Maybe could I just go through the book thing, the library?
Yeah, it's just a couple of story books.
Cool. I'll grab a book and just go by the fire and just kind of read until I get tired and go to bed.
Cool.
Do we have lavatories attached to the rooms?
Yes, each room has its own.
I would like to take a bath.
Okay. You go up and take a bath.
Yeah. The first
cool.
one in a very long time.
All right. Ceallach, you get up to your room. What would you like to do?
I just want to, wash my face and my non-bandaged hand. And I want to take the time to clean this armor we took off of her and try to clear the seams of my robes so that they're neater around where they've been destroyed. And I'll use mending prius to do so, to just not to restore the fabric, but to just make it a cleaner edge, and I'll use what I can to. I'll wash my robes in the sink as well. And as I do this, I'll go. Is there a window in the room?
Yeah, there are windows in every room.
I'll go to the window and I'll see as the light is fading on the other side as we get into the later afternoon and the sun is going down. And I'll try to angle myself so that the light is just crossing my face, and I'll neatly put the robes down, and I'll take my 3-ring necklace off, and I'll put it down next to the robes, and I'll take the bag of ashes that Flynn gave me, and I'll just set them adjacent, these 3 things, next to each other. And I'll just stare at them for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I'll just whisper, "Lady of Light, where have you gone? And why? Why would you do the things you've done?" And I'll just continue to utter a quiet prayer.
Okay. As you continue in prayer, The rest of you notice the sun go down over the horizon as darkness takes over the city and takes over the inn and takes over each of your individual rooms. And you guys are good to get ready for bed if that's what you guys would like to do. Okay.
After Olma had gotten out of the bath, I'm going to have realized that I similarly have not bathed in quite some time and just very quickly take a 3-4 minute kind of almost semi-cold shower bath because Olma has taken all the hot water for the room.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so you guys are able to bathe and get yourselves clean and have a decent bed for the night as you all go to sleep in this inn and wake the next morning.
I tried to get comfortable in the bed, and after a series of failed attempts to splay out my body, I eventually retired to a corner of the room where I druid crafted myself a nice bed of soft leaves, lamb's ear, and I created some vines to sort of hang from the wall from, and I was able to find some sleep.
Okay. Yeah, but you all got a very much needed good night's rest. As you guys all wake in the morning, the sunlight pouring over your faces, you guys are all greeted by this new day. As you guys all meet in this common area of the inn, what would you guys like to do?
Flynn probably will do the shower thing in the morning. He'll wake up early, get a quick rub down, get all clean, and then head down for some breakfast.
Yeah, I'm in the tavern with March and at the bottom of the inn, and we're gonna have some breakfast so the other fellows can join us down there.
All right.
Well,
in total, everyone's breakfast. It's a real simple breakfast, just 4 coppers in total. But you guys are all sitting there together.
So we are, I guess, planning to go to the warehouse and check out spiders, maybe. Before we go, I do have to run by the blacksmith to get my stuff, and then I also need to make one last trip to the Ironlight Collective, just for like an hour. So I can do that right now. I can just run and get those things done while everyone gets packed up, and I can meet you back here in like an hour or 2.
Sure.
Sure.
That works. Yeah, I don't see any reason anybody needs to go with you.
All right, and then I'll.
And
All right.
I'm gonna buy our food for us.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are all hanging out at the inn. Flynn, you go over to the Scholar and Beggar Arms, pick up your bag.
Here you go. I put the sword on the side, and then I put the thing on the other.
Yeah.
Come again.
Yeah, definitely got
And,
that. Thank you.
You pick up your stuff and head over to the Ironlight Castle. What would you like to do there?
I would like to find Chath once more.
All right.
Is he just doing the dummies again, or is he?
Hey, man. Yeah, no, I thought you left.
Oh God, I didn't even see you come around that corner. You're sneaky for how big you are.
Yeah, I tend to stay pretty quiet.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, man?
Well, check out my backpack, and I'll show him how, like, now the backpack, when I have it on, one side has the sword and the sheath just kind of attached to the side, like flat side to the one side, and then the other side has the quiver of arrows and the short bow on the left side, like the left side of my body. And so either side has like one of the weapons attached to it, like fixed to the side of the backpack. So all I have to do is put on the backpack, and now I'm good to go. And then like nothing's dragging anymore. The sword's not dragging on the ground. The bow's not jangling on my back as I have it. And so it's all more neat and tidy. And I show him like, hey, look at that. Look, check it out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I figured since, this stuff's a little bit bigger, I figured it might be easier to carry around if I just like contain it to one area. Although I was wondering, am I able to, and I use my bonus action to summon my sword. So on my backpack, you see just like from the sheath, you see the sword hilt, kind of like the runes glow, the mist happens, and then it reappears in my hand. I'm like, this is awesome. But I was wondering, can I do it to my bow as well?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take the time to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure you'd be able to, yeah.
Awesome. And I'll kind of fumble with the sword, like, I didn't think about this part. And I like struggle to try and like get it back into the sheath on my backpack. Shing. And I eventually just pull the backpack off and put the sword in it and put the backpack on. All right, do we have to go back to the area again, or can I do that anywhere? Like, what do I have to go back to the ritual area?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we've only got the one ink set here, so
Okay.
yeah.
And he sort of takes you back to that ritual area. You put your bow down. He takes the stone out of the wall once more, puts it down on the table. He exits the room and allows you to take the next little bit to inscribe these runes into the bow.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll spend that hour. I'll pull the paints out and I'll just kind of draw the symbol on my hand all over the bow. And once it's done, I'll kind of like let it set in.
Cool. All right. And then after that, is there anything else you want to do in the castle?
No.
Because if that's it, then
Yeah, I'll head back.
you
after
head
that.
back to the inn and meet up with everyone again.
All right, guys, I'm all ready. And as you see me come in, you see now that my stuff's on the side of the backpack. You see the hilt of the sword is in, like you can see in the sheath. It's just in the sheath, but on the hilt of the sword, you see all those little runes all over the hilt. And then also now my bow is on the other side, and it has those black runes all around the wood of the bow. I'm just like, all right, I'm all ready. Thanks for waiting, guys.
No problem. How's everyone feeling? We're good to take our leave of this God's forsaken city.
Yeah, do we know how long it's going to take us to get there? Because should we have like rations and stuff? I know you have the bread and the stuff. Is that for everyone or?
Yeah, that's for everyone.
Okay.
I'm not just a fiend for peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, I also have 3 of those lemon pastries.
Oh, you love them so much. We should save them all for you.
You liked them too, don't lie.
Okay, I did.
And please don't forget that I can conjure food as well if people are
Oh.
Oh,
hungry.
that's helpful.
Yeah, those berries are pretty tasty. They fill you up though.
They're my favorite foods. I've had them for a very long time. About a couple years.
Right, I would say maybe 3.
Well, I didn't learn how to conjure them when I was born.
Oh, so even less than that. Yeah, that makes sense.
So we could make our way to the river and get our boat and take that past Coldcrest.
Yeah, maybe we'll see James. Maybe he went back to the river to fish. Maybe we'll catch him there and we can ask him about the spiders.
That's a good game plan.
Works
All
for
right.
me.
So, with that, you guys all leave the inn, head down the streets, walk through the streets of Addersfeld, get to the outer wall, and as you guys exit out of the outer wall of Addersfeld, you guys look out onto the rolling hills of Ondale and look off to the left and see this encampment that you guys had passed on the way out. You guys pass the encampment and head out onto the open road. Flynn and Shraya, actually, you would both know that it is about it's a couple hours journey to get to the beginning of the river. And then from there, you would probably be able to take the river as a quicker route down past Coldcrest. Is that how you guys are all deciding to travel?
Probably we want to probably
We
go back
still
to the
have a boat?
Yeah, back
As
to the boat.
we DM, I don't want to go too far back in your process here,
Yeah.
so you can let me know if we're motoring. As we pass the encampment, do we see any of the people we had our conflicts with?
Make a perception check.
Natural 1.
No, you don't. You don't see anyone. So yeah, you just pass right through.
they're not identified by their fantastic horse anymore.
That's right.
True.
So you guys make your way over towards the start of the river. You guys are able to go up, find a boat, and as you guys hop on this boat, you guys begin your journey down the river.
It's our boat, right? With our fishing rods in it?
Yes, you would have actually found your boat there. No one would have taken it. Not a lot of people come through this way.
Cool.
And so you guys are able to hop back on and start heading back down the river. You guys have a couple of hours before you pass Coldcrest. Is there anything that you guys want to do to prep before you actually pass the camp?
Fish.
I'm gonna fish
Yep.
while we're not. I'm not gonna stand still and fish, but I'm gonna make sure that the rod is in the water while we're going past.
Yeah, while we're on the boat, I'll do the same
Okay.
thing. We'll just be fishing from the boat, both of us.
I
have
hand the
both
end
of you
of my
guys-
I hand the end of my hook to Shraya, so that he can fly it out into the water.
Oh, right.
Because that's how I am told that you're supposed to fish.
You told me not too long ago that there's a thing that I must let you do, which is let you be more of an independent girl.
Well, how do you get it out there then? They told me last time that you have a friend with wings fly it out. So what do I do?
Well, I'm not quite familiar with this tool of the human craft, or I guess other beings create this type of tool as well. But I think you, from what I understand and what I saw at the previous fishing camp, you throw the line out with your own strength.
Do I see any of the other fishermen doing it? To model?
Yeah, you see a couple throwing them out. Mostly what they're doing is like tossing nets and like big stuff to catch more fish. But yeah, you see a couple throwing out independent lines.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab the end of the rod and chuck it as hard as I can. The end of the hook. And I hand my rod. March, can you hold this? And I hand the rod to March so that I don't accidentally throw the whole thing over.
Yeah.
Just hold the pole for a second. I'll grab it back in just a second. Just hold it, please.
I'm just gonna one-handedly kind of hold it and just watch as she's doing
And I'm gonna grab the
whatever
hook
she's doing.
and throw it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean over, watch this, and say,
Ah, yes. Time has come for her to cast her own line.
Olma, I'm going to need you to roll a survival check.
Could
Terrible.
Flynn, I can have you roll one. Too.
Yeah, Flynn's just gonna mimic what the fishermen are doing, the fisher people are doing. He's just gonna okay, so they hold on to this end and they just throw the hook out. And I'm not gonna put bait on it because I don't think we were told to do that. So I'm just gonna throw it out there too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 4 for Olma.
That's a 4? Okay.
I rolled really well. What is it again?
I take the pole back from March.
Survival.
23.
23. All right. Yeah, within the first couple minutes, you catch 2 fish.
How are you doing that?
Look, hold the rod. Hold the
Okay.
bottom part where the reel is, and then you just put it like behind you, like you're putting it on your back. And then you just like extend your arms out forward. And then
But how does the hook not hook your butt?
I don't know, it just doesn't. Maybe angle it to away from your body and throw it like that. Try that.
Okay, I'll try that. I'm gonna try.
Can I give her advantage for teaching her how to throw?
Yeah. Do another survival.
Wait, am I at advantage or not?
You are at advantage.
Yay!
Wow. Terrible. A 10.
10? You catch nothing. You got nothing on your line.
I don't know, Flynn. I think this rod is broken.
Maybe. Here, let's switch. And I'll switch with her and I'll just keep fishing. The fish that we collect...
I give up.
Oh. You'll get it. It just takes time.
Whatever.
But I'll take a break too, because I got stuff. So let's eat.
The fish? Raw?
Well, can't you just make fire?
On a boat?
I mean, if you're scared.
The boat's made of wood.
Okay.
Do you not know how fire works?
Yeah, I thought you could control it, but I guess.
Yeah, I can control it. That doesn't mean it's not gonna burn wood.
Just don't hold it onto the wood.
Where do you want me to put it?
Can't you just hold the fire?
No.
Oh.
Can you hold fire?
On my sword.
Well then, why don't you burn the fishes on your sword? Just spear them on there and burn your sword.
I will.
While this conversation has been happening, Ceallach has made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And is just quietly eating it.
I will bonus action my sword, and I will rub my fingers together. You see the red glow, and I will wipe it along the sword. And you see as I wipe, the fire engulfs, just the green fire engulfs the sword, and I will hold the fish over it.
You could just spear it.
I will
burn from
attack the fish by spearing it with my sword, and cast Green Flame Blade as I attack the fish. I don't know if that's good.
Okay. After a couple minutes, you've got a pretty cooked fish. It's kind of
Crispy
burnt and
blackened
charred.
fish.
Yeah, it's pretty charred near where the sword is, but
Break
yeah,
it
it's
in
cooked.
half and hand half to it to Olma. Oh man, that takes a lot out of you doing it that much, but whew. It's done.
That was cool.
Right?
I share my piece with March.
And I'll toss a bit up to Shraya.
Ah, you ruined it. And then I'm going to take one of the raw fish and I'm going to, like, throw it up in the air and then catch it in my mouth and then eat.
I forgot. He likes raw fish. Well, it's a good thing we
That's
caught
okay.
two.
I'll share this one. Here, March.
I'm gonna take a little bit and eat that fish, but I am very clearly sort of like on alert and looking around, just like observing and making sure everything's okay while I eat this fish.
Hey, Ceallach. Do you think there's
Yes.
anything we need to do to prepare ourselves to pass Coldcrest? Like, should we be worried since it's the front lines of the war?
I mean, yes, it's certainly a dangerous place.
So what should we do?
I mean, there's not much to prepare for. We don't know what's to come. So we can only just be prepared for anything.
Should we pretend to just be a boat and all lay really flat so that it doesn't look like there's bodies in the boat?
DM, how close to the actual arena of combat does this river travel? Would I know?
Pretty much right through.
Okay. I think what would make the most sense is just for us to keep our eyes peeled as we go forward, and then we'll have to see if there looks like there's something going on. Then we should. Then I think that's a decent idea, Olma. But
So-
there's quite a few of us for this.
So we're
boat.
going from one side of the war to the other side of the war. Is there anything we need to do to pass that, or are they just letting people back and forth between them?
They're definitely not letting people back and forth. And I don't know, Shraya's nothing like anyone I've ever met. But the rest of us, well, I actually don't know where you're from exactly, Olma. But Flynn and I are technically citizens of Andel. So we'd be considered an enemy.
Should we use that insignia we got?
We could, except it's a military insignia. So
Oh,
which one of us is the combatant?
me. No, that's silly. I know.
And why would we be traveling with a little girl?
Nobility? Protection? I think we'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Until then, are we supposed to look out for spiders? Should we talk to some of these fishermen, see maybe we can find James and take out this spider threat?
Well, I left James a note.
Well, maybe he's been out here fishing for a while.
Maybe we should have checked on him before we left. Are we bad people?
Well, no. No. We can go to his hut, right? Because he had the boat in the hut. Let's go see if he's there.
All right. Is that close to where we are, DM?
Yeah, as you guys are floating down the river, it's starting to come up on your left.
Yeah.
So you guys can beach the
Pull
boat
over
and pull over and walk up. You see a very similar situation to the shop in Addersfeld, where it's sort of closed up. But when you guys passed here before, it sort of looked the same, where it was just kind of closed up for the time being.
I'll look around. Do I see any fishermen? Fisher people?
Yeah, you see a couple
I'll
walking around.
kind of wave one down. Hello? Excuse me?
Hey, what can I do for you?
Well, we have a few questions. First, do you know James? He's like an older man. He fishes out here.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah, I
him?
know
Has he
James.
come out in the past day or two?
No, I haven't seen him in a
Huh.
couple days.
Maybe he is at the house. Anyway, the second thing is, we're out here to kind of take care of giant spiders. I don't know if you know anything about that, where they stay. We heard reports that they are threatening you, Fisher.
Well, I mean, you guys are a little late for that. We haven't seen any of those things for past couple days.
Okay, well,
Well, in fact, we're exactly on time. If that's the case.
all right, well,
Because we took care of... never mind.
he doesn't know.
I know. It was an aside. It was more of...
Remind him, he has trouble talking to people.
All right. Well, yeah, we haven't had any spiders here in a couple days, but yeah. Do you need anything else?
Guys, do you need anything else?
If you see James, let him know the artist sends his regards and wishes
All
him
right.
well.
The artist sends his regards. Will do.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door. You don't hear anything inside.
James? It's Olma. I'm sorry we got you tangled up in that mess. Hope you're doing okay. Maybe you're in there. Yell out if you need help. Okay. Well, we're gonna go cause more trouble. I hope you don't get involved in it.
Yeah, you don't hear any response. But with that, you guys are able to hop back on the boat and continue your journey west. You guys are floating down this river for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and the sun is starting to go down. And as you guys look out on the horizon, just cresting over the horizon, you begin to see smoke. And a lot of smoke. And just plumes of this black smoke and ash begin to fill the sky around you. And off in the distance, you begin to hear. And as you get closer and closer, you see a few massive warships on this river.
Oh, shit.
That have begun firing on
snap.
Coldcrest Outpost.
Oh, shit.
Coldcrest Outpost at this point is just smoke coming up everywhere as
man.
a pretty massive battle has ensued. You can see these ships firing on the outpost, and you can see, as you get closer, cannons that are on the shore itself beginning to fire back. And you can see just beyond that, sort of behind the cannons, you can see a couple of arcane casters attempting to shoot different spells and fireballs at the ship. But as you guys move closer and closer, you can see that a massive battle has ensued right here on the river. And that is where we're going to end this session.
No, come on.
We're going to call it right there.
Oh my
Help
god.
there.
who?
Jarnan!
Jarnan!
My
Oh my
boy
What's
Jarnan!
happening with Jarnan?
Help who,
Um,
though? How are we supposed to know
yeah.
one side is bad? Oh, no.
That's true.
But
This
that is
so
where we're going to
hard.
end this session. I had a lot of fun with that one. I hope you guys did too. And with that, we can't wait to see y'all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
What's up, nerds? It's Shane. I'm just here to thank you so much for listening to the podcast and sharing it and subscribing and all that good stuff. We're excited to announce that we are partnering with D&D Beyond and giving away digital dice sets for you to use in your own campaigns and fun stuff. All you have to do to enter is head over to the giveaway link in our bio. It's kind of a different link, so I can't really tell you what it is. Go to the bio, click on that jazz, copy that jazz, and you can choose how you'd like to enter and how many times you want to. Good luck. I hope you win. You personally. Talking to you. And we can't wait to see you again next week. Bye, nerds.